Hi, this is Michelle with Michelle's Canine Training, and today I'm going to be working with my friend Shane with his husky Aegon, who is a husky that I have known since he was about 3 months old. I also helped him train a little bit when he was just a young puppy, stuff with place, food manners, sit down, and heel. He did really well, but he has sort of been doing things like pulling ahead at times, and he also has a very high prey drive. So today I'm going to be going over to his house shortly and seeing if we can work on it a little bit and see if we can get some positive changes.
You can
Yeah.
see, like, he'll get distracted by any little thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. You should probably hold it much shorter as well. Yes, because I'd say ideally you want it to be where if he pulls ahead, you don't even have to look down. You'll feel it in the leash. So you can actually grab a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works. So in the very beginning, where did you position his heel? Like right next to your leg, or did you do it like right? Oh yeah, so that would be perfect because yeah, he has more of your body in view. Do a stop. Good. Wait, you still tell him that every time?
Yeah, I never did like the auto sit with him.
Oh, when you stopped, like, oh, you always set it?
I always say sit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you want to see if he would do it automatically? Because, like, technically, if you say it every time you stop, he's going to know.
Should know.
Yeah.
I would say he probably won't from what I've seen, but it's possible.
Yep.
He does it.
Yeah, so I think I would want to grab it, like, even there. Yeah.
Like I should have brought like a shorter leash.
Is that 6 feet?
It's like the long one that I got with him.
Yeah.
Right there. Boy. When you start walking again, do you issue?
I say heel, yes.
Okay.
Just to let them know.
But do you say break or do you just say start
Heel.
with heel? So
Yeah.
Sorry?
Always start with heel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take on. Heel?
Yeah, I was also going to ask you that, what your praise with him was like, because I guess like anytime you're kind of reinforcing something new in a sense, praise them anytime they're in the right position. So he's doing really good right now. This is good, actually. Good. Yeah, anytime he looks up at you, definitely praise.
Right. That's what I wanted him though.
Yep.
He's looking at me.
Oh. Oh, so this is where he'll speed up.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's doing really good right now.
Good now.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, so when he does get out of position, when you correct, you can restate the command as well, just to tell him, like, this is what you should be doing instead of what you're currently doing.
Right.
So he's doing good. It's actually really nice to see how fast he
Well,
is doing it so well.
He knows. I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's not like I never do this with him. It's just, it's falling off a little bit.
Yeah. There's a dog coming up. Let's see what his reaction is like. Nice. Good.
Violet. Violet.
Oh, good man.
Now, I normally don't correct if some other dog is just scaring him.
Yes. Yeah.
So I thought he was doing okay there.
Yeah, no, he was.
Yeah.
I was paying attention to how he was observing the dog, because sometimes it's like casual and then you can tell they're not planning to act on it, but I didn't expect that dog to be like that. She almost lost control. Okay. Approaching an intersection. We'll see if he auto sits. Yeah, maybe
He went straight for the pole instead.
yeah. No, He likes to sniff, I can tell.
Yeah, in normal circumstances I would, but just since we're
Yeah.
like in normal circumstances, especially now.
Yep.
Anytime, like if some.
Good.
Good.
And I guess make sure when you do say it, you can also kind of pull him ahead a little bit. Because remember, good,
Good boy.
good. Yeah, because I'd say, remember, e-collar is only communication and then leash is directional.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no. Submission.
I didn't even do anything. He just stopped.
I know. Nope. Good boy. Good heel. Good. Yep, come on. Good, good. Yes, good. Nope. Good. I've never seen a dog do that.
He's never done that.
Let's try speeding up. Come on. Good. Come on. Good. Yes. All right, come on. Heel. Good boy. Diagonal. Good. Good boy. Let's practice. Good. Good job. So we go down this way?
Yeah.
All right, so I wonder if he'll try to sniff because dirt and stuff. All right, heel. Good. Good. I'll move towards the street, maybe. Come on. Good boy. Good heel. Heel. Good. Heel. Come on. Good boy. Yes. Not bad. I think he's overly focused on positioning. He doesn't have time to worry about the dog. Good. Yeah, speed up. Good job. And then we slow down. Good. 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 Good job. See? Good job. Nice. That was good. That was good. All right, hey guys, I am now back at home and I wanted to take some time to talk about my thoughts for today and some of my recommendations. So first off, something that I noticed immediately that he mentioned was that he alternates between doing a heel or letting him explore and going ahead. So I would not recommend you do this because the thing is, when you're letting your dog go ahead, you are basically allowing them to engage in the normal reactive behaviors that we don't want our dog to do. They pull ahead of you, and sometimes they naturally get very curious or excited from something in front of them because they're so aware of their surroundings that they speed up, and as a result, it causes them to pull on the leash. That's something we never want to encourage them to do. Another thing is, if you think about positioning, if you are walking in front of them, you are the one who has the responsibility to pay attention to your surroundings. When we're crossing the street, we're watching for cars. We are also in charge of our destination. So when we are in that position, we take all of that burden off of our dogs, and it allows the dog to worry about less. And instead, when they're right next to us or basically behind, they focus only on us. And for the most part, a large part of their focus is on us. And as a result, if there's other things going around, like barking dogs or people passing by or even walking by a dog, that is more in like the back of their mind instead of the forefront, because the forefront for the most part should be you. And then this will in turn have less of an impact on them. So if you think about it from that perspective, when you let your dog go forward, then all of their focus is on the surroundings and the world. So if they see a critter, they're more likely to be interested in it or eager to chase it. Or if they see a dog, they're more likely to pull ahead. And just in general, allowing your dog to walk in front of you will encourage that behavior because you're giving them that opportunity. Another thing he had a question on was marking. So basically, on a heel, I do not want my dog to do anything outside of walking right next to me. They're not allowed to sniff, definitely not allowed to mark. If they need to pee or take a poop in the middle of the walk, usually for her, if she suddenly needs to, then I just let her do it on the sidewalk and I just pick it up after her. But generally, no marking, no sniffing. If you want to give your dog an opportunity to sniff and explore a little bit, then you could always stop at a location and then break your dog and allow them to sniff in that area. But I would definitely not encourage you to allow exploration while you're walking. One thing that Aegon did during the walk that you'll see in the video is that after we kept enforcing that he stay in the heel, whether it was he was going too slow or even he was speeding up, eventually he just randomly went into a down and basically in that sense kind of refused to continue doing the work and moving forward. So basically anytime you're working with a dog and they just randomly decide to shut down like that and refuse to do the work, the best way to get past it is to just ignore that and continue asking them to do the work. So after he did that to Shane, we decided to switch where I was given an opportunity to work with Aegon a little bit. And as you can see, basically any moment where he was randomly like, okay, I'm done, let's go into a down, I just tapped him on the e-collar and kept moving. That is really the most important thing, because if they stop and they give you this behavior of not wanting to comply and you wait for them and you just allow them to continue with that behavior, you're basically telling them that that's okay. So remember, if you're ignoring a behavior, then you're basically allowing it to happen. If there's no negative consequence, then they will continue doing it. Okay, so one thing I wanted to mention, because it occurred during our walk, and I'm sure many people may be curious about how best to handle the situation. So there was a moment when we were walking by, we saw a dog that was approaching us, and the owner took the dog to the side, put him in a down, and then stepped on the leash to make sure he would stay down. So instead of crossing the street, which is what I actually expected Shane to do, he just walked by the dog because he wanted to see how Aegon would react. And all of a sudden, the dog burst out from under the down. And it was really pretty much a surprise to me, because I feel like it was a big explosion compared to you seeing them like inch forward, like gradually. It was pretty quick, and at least I didn't catch it, maybe because I was focused more on watching Aegon than the other dog. But what ended up happening was that obviously Aegon flinched a little bit, where he kind of like went like this. Something I want you to keep in mind is that around my neighborhood, there's always certain houses that I know where dogs are left out in their yard, and that they will be the ones that are barking at me at the fence when I walk by. And those houses I always pass by because I want to do it for practice. But the thing is, sometimes the dog comes out at random moments. So even though I'm anticipating it, I don't know when the dog is going to show up. So sometimes the dog shows up out of the blue, dashes out of nowhere, and starts barking at me really aggressively. And those instances still startle me. And I would say that I'm somebody that does not startle very easily when it comes to things that happen around during our walk, because my personal demeanor when I am walking, I don't really pay attention to anything, in the sense that if I hear something that has nothing to do with me, I won't really address it. I'm just going to keep on walking. I won't even glance at it. So even though I have that personality in how I handle these things, I still get startled a little bit, where I'm kind of like shaken up for a moment, like, whoa, that came out of nowhere. So your dog is still going to be the same way, but what is most important is how they handle it after. So the thing is, if your dog voluntarily goes back into the heel and walks nicely, as well as not providing too much focus on the dog, then I'd say that's perfect. You don't need to correct your dog for that situation unless after that happens, they start fixating on that dog. Then you want to correct them and remind them that, hey, don't worry about that dog. We're going to keep going on our way. That has nothing to do with us. But of course, if they get surprised by a sudden interaction like that and they break position for a moment, then that's understandable. All right, that is it for this video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video.